Welcome one and all to our newest stream of the weekend. We are live on Android here today, and I hope you'll come and join us with the passkey ESL123. Guys, we'll be running community games for the next couple of hours, so I hope you guys will turn up in force as we open up our first game today on the streets. Bienvenido a todos. Welcome everyone. Hope you guys are having a good day today, and that you'll fill your hearts and your days with MC5. I believe we shall be having our monthly finals on the blue side of things for October a little bit later on this evening. I think we've got the teams signed up for that, so that should be going ahead. That's going to be in 5 hours time from right now. So, do come and join in. Mary McCall Nichols, David Garcia, and Zomboy MC5 over on YouTube. Welcome to the stream. I hope you guys are doing well. Ash Crush, welcome, welcome. Yeah, how you guys all doing today? Is there anyone out there in the chat? Hello, Rockstar. We're filling the chat up. So we'll be on Android right now. Hey, Vizuk. There you go. And later on, we'll be on iOS. Erin Taz. So, we've most recently just had a monthly finals go through, which is pretty cool. We managed to see Old Glory manage to take their thrones once again in that monthly final. So we will be having Android and PC finals coming up in hopefully the near future. And that you'll come along and join us for that. Because we are catching up on the files for quite some time ago, it means that it'll take a little while before we're back up to full speed again. But in the intervening time, I hope you guys will still enjoy the streams. And then once we've got everything in place, then we should be able to go to a more regular schedule once again. Right. Let's get this game started. Zomboy. Shader7, you have questions. First download show every time you open the game. I'm afraid I don't know, Shadow17. I'm definitely not the right person to ask about technical stuff, but if you want to send a message through to Game Loft Support, who I imagine will be around during the week, I will send you the link in the chat, support.gameloft.com, and they should be able to help you out with whatever's going on there. It may be something that just needs to be tweaked around. Alright, so guys, do come and join Zomboy. They don't have a teammate right now, they need one very much. La contraseña es SAL unos dos tres. Legendary Ploppy, welcome to the stream. How ya doing? Ping Gaming, welcome as well. Ploppy, how ya doing today? I can't remember what platform you're on. Are you on Android? Will you be gracing our screens here today? I sure do hope so. Koi Gaming Official, welcome as well. I'm glad to see you're in such good spirits today. How are you guys doing? Personally, I'm going to be going to a birthday celebration later on. It's on a birthday party, I think, on a traditional way. Ah, Ploppy, you're on PC grinding the Modern Combat Versus event. Ah, what's the event in Modern Combat Versus at the moment, Ploppy? I do look forward to when and if we can get a Modern Combat Versus event going, because that's a fun old game. There's also different game modes. When you Modern Combat 5 guys see Modern Combat Versus, it will definitely look very familiar. David D. Gould, there was a real big shortage of ESL stuff for a while. Part of that was due to the ESL restructuring that happened recently. So that's what's caused there to not really be sort of the regular tournaments. We're catching up on the monthly finals, and I believe once those are up to date, we'll start getting back to our regular weekly competitions. Legendary Hopper, you do little missions where you get a lot of stuff. Huh, that sounds cool. I wonder if it's something that MC5 could start doing themselves. All credit to Zomboy. They're doing pretty well for a 1 versus 2 situation. Won't a generous soul come in and be their teammate? Maybe they don't need it. Taking out Legion with a well-placed grenade there. They've got themselves a decoy, which I think is very smart play. And right in the front of them becomes Berserk. They can't even see Berserk. They got behind them. There we go, with Pink coming in as a teammate. Switching across to the pistol, but they're just being toyed with. Hey Sava, how's it going? I'm not sure if you're speaking a different language there. Jesse Ling, I'm afraid I don't know anything about a Modern Combat 6, but it's definitely something which I think is on a lot of people's minds. Legendary Ploppy, you get chests. Alright, that's cool. Gets you agents and gear and stuff. That's kind of neat. I'm not sure if there's if there are ones. I don't think you can get characters from chests in MC5, though I could be wrong about that. Certainly there have been events, and I think there are going to be events in the near future. I think the Commander's got one coming up, if I remember correctly, which I may not do. Which is a good way to get those unlocked without having to necessarily grind for them or pay for them. So Ploppy, these missions in Modern Combat Versus, what do you do to complete them? And what actually are the missions? That's around the corner comes number 2, the Pink. Ploppy, you're hungry as per the usual. I can understand that. I only just had some food to eat myself. It's one of those things you don't think about, and then suddenly you look up and say, hey, I haven't eaten anything today. And it's just no good. Pink's coming up 1 versus 3 once again. Almost gets them. Ploppy, in a match you do stuff like get kills. I mean, that makes sense. Nice. From beyond the grave, the kill of Zomboy is enough to keep them ahead. So who have we got coming in? Right now, Berserk seems to be the player to watch, but they just got blown up by a shot to the face. Of course, the shots with these snipers, or the scopes with these snipers rather. The Imp, the Golden Imp here for example, not very suitable for close range. Okay, kills, ability kills, zone control, and points gathered in the match. Oh, neat. That sounds like a good idea. Oh, that reminds me. I will ask if there's any way to get a height indicator put on to MC5 to show where if someone is above or below you. Because that's something which I think would be pretty neat. And I think I brought it up before, but I forgot to write it in my notes. I'll do that now. Yeah, Ploppy, I'll have to look into those Modern Combat Versus missions. Maybe that's an idea that would make sense for MC5 as well. ESL 123, come and join, gentle friends, from around the world. This will be your only chance this weekend to get onto stream if you are on Android. Hey, Ren's Knights and Ace Wanderer, welcome to the stream. Hope you guys can come and join us today, or perhaps a little bit later on. We'll be having the monthly finals on iOS, the same as we did yesterday, but we'll have some community games as part of that as well, so I'll be joining in on the action. Much like the Pink is doing here, getting caught out by Berserk and torn to pieces. Legendary Ploppy, a little difference in Modern Combat Versus is there's no minimap. Really? That's very unusual. Hey, MC Brits. Legendary Ploppy, what came first, MC Versus or MC5? I believe that Modern Combat Versus is the later game. I think they're pretty similar in a lot of respects in terms of how they play. But I'm pretty much certain Versus came out afterwards. Acid Blid? Well, if you'd like to come and play with us, it's all totally free here today. It sounds like you used to play quite a lot, so if you still got your account, then you're more than welcome. Right, you got a bad connection, you don't know if you could play. Oh no. Oh no. Well, right, give it a try, you never know. Rudy Dario, cute. Why, I don't know what you mean. Let's get our next game set up. Floppy, catch you in a minute. John Edouard Murillo, how's it going? Let's get our next game set up. The passkey will remain the same all the way through. Ploppy, I hope your food is delicious. Let's get our next game set up. We're going to be going to Scramble. ESL 1, 2, 3. Let's make it a free-for-all, because why not? Why not, indeed. Timmy Black Knight 32, you love MC5? Well, you're in the right place, Timmy Black Knight 32. This is all MC5 all the time, though there will be some attempt in the future to get Modern Combat Versus. Paul, when is this ending? So we're going to be live for, let's see, how far are we into today's stream? Not very far. We're only 15 minutes in, so we're going to be live for 1 hour and 45 minutes more. So you've got plenty of time, if you've got some other stuff you need to do right now, to go do those things and come join us for the latter half of the stream of Ping 2.0. Welcome, welcome. Let's find you some buddies to play against. Timmy Black Knight, do you play on Android? Or do you play on one of the other platforms? There we go, there's some of our stream folks. Legion and the Pink. Psych Gaming. Welcome to the stream. How ya doing? Well, that's enough to get started with. The invite is open, of course, all the way through this game. ESL 1, 2, 3. ESL 1, 2, 3. ESL Ich Nissan. ESL 1, 2, 3. Right Gaming could probably do a better job of that than I could. Timmy, you're a PC player. Alright, well, we will have our PC tournaments before not too much longer. I'm not sure when the next PC one will be. Probably a couple of weeks. But keep an eye out for the PC finals as well, because those ones are going to have custom games you can play on stream as well. Paul, you can still make it. I'm glad to hear it. You got Berserk coming in as player number 6. Berserk before was an absolute monster, as they find themselves their first kill onto Ace Wanderer. Currently, the Pink is up at the top. Ooh, who's this? Zomboy. Aha! Coming back in, the Pink net to fall down in this game. 4-0. Looking pretty snazzy. Going for the regen there, switching across to the Cog V, but I don't know what happened there. Not taking the fight as we're going up to 9 players. Guys, use the passkey ESL 123 to get in here. And if you can't, it may be because the game is full. We are close to capacity. 12 players is all we're legally allowed to have on stream. Any more than that, and perhaps everything will explode. I don't know, maybe that's what happens. Probably the game falls over. So if you can't get into this one, then we will be hosting new lobbies for every single game, so everyone gets a chance to come in and play. But love you, Android guys. Plenty of years turn up. I think we have still got some space. We haven't had anyone connect for a while. 5 minutes 30 left on the clock. Do you think you're better than everyone you're seeing on screen? And you gotta be better than everyone if you're gonna make it into a free-for-all late. Going up against the snow of Ping 2.0, cutting them down but then getting killed in return. Gosh, I do love me a free-for-all. It's always such a brilliant mess. Let's muck around with the volumes a bit and get you guys something a little bit more audible. There we go. Psych Gaming. You're doing good. I'm glad to hear it. Bengal, you're the best. Well, you better come prove it. Sako's taken slot number 11. There's only one more space. So Bengal, if you want to prove your best attitude, then do come in. Iron Mayanek. Bounty Hunter is OP. What is it you find so OP about it, Iron? Certainly it's very good in team battles because of having that, you know, not having the kill streak getting reset. I think that's a very, very powerful ability. Hey, Abigail. How's it going? How's the SWAT team going, Abigail? I know there's been a big layoff on the regular weekly competitions from before, but they should hopefully be coming back into circulation once again and get some of you guys building those teams back up for ESL competition to smash some fools. The Pink with the pink gun, currently up at 50, make that 16 with the backstab. The Recon, of course, exceptional at providing that damage from behind. Face to face, it's a little bit tricky, but still getting the job done. Gosh, the Pink is an absolute monster. As the backstab comes in, Picky Ooze 92232. Gosh, that is a lot of nuns. Abigail Allen, your birthday is tomorrow. Well, happy birthday in advance. I hope you have a wonderful day, and that it is full of only the best things. Pink not showing any fear at all, just turns around. So Zone OP Gaming YouTube, there isn't an ESL competition this time. I did try and with the help of Shinsuke organize the teams, but unfortunately it doesn't look like the players were really ready for this one. But another time, if we don't have that, we'll do our best to get the streams on. The Pink still looking pretty good. Can't quite get the last bit of damage done, as they did have number 6 around the corner to contend with, but they drop down into the dirt. Hunter, yo, how ya doing? Legendary Ploppy, is ketchup tomato smoothie? That's a good question, Legendary Ploppy. I feel like I don't actually know what defines a smoothie. So you could, in fact, be correct. The Pink has been caught up with by Reich, though, as we've still got one more place left in here. ESL 1, 2, 3. ESL 1, 2, 3. The Pink is almost done, but you could be the difference maker. It may be too late to win this free-for-all, but you can certainly make Reich or the Pink lose if you sneak in and murder them. Spraken, you're a new player to this game, but you play too much time every day to achieve your objective to unlock the Commander. S2 2XEL. You're from the Philippines and addicted to the game. Why, you are more than welcome on the stream. We've got a bunch of players here who've been playing MC5 for a very long time, and you are more than welcome to come and join. Ploppy, tomato is a fruit, the best fruit, in fact. How do you quantify the best fruit? Jack Reacher. Friends with Reich? Well then, you're a friend of mine. Pink's going for the win here in this free-for-all with a 27-7 record, cleaning up the pieces there as Reich tries to catch up. Reich winning out that trade, though, means they've got a few seconds to go in and steal those kills. A little slower on the fire there. You get a pre-fire around every corner. That's the way I do. Iron Main. Prestige weapons are not allowed. They're just not using it. So on stream, we allow for tier 7 and below weapons, tier 3 and below armor, as the Pink goes in for one more shot's going to do it. Reich, Pink, who's going to land that final kill? Reich goes for it. I think just gets it. Yes, 30-29, the Pink and Reich chasing up the scoreboard. Hey, Sonic and Shinsuke, welcome back again. Thank you for your duck faces. Hunter, get on my level. Hunter, were you playing that game? Did I miss that? Legendary probably brings up a interesting discussion point. Which fruits deserve to be on a pizza? Is it just a tomato? As Ploppy says, but what about pineapple, as Hunter posits? Let us know what you guys think. What you guys believe. Koi Gaming official. I've never met the unofficial. Legendary Ploppy, you gotta clip it. I do enjoy Ploppy. I would be forever indebted if you could clip me saying something silly again. I can use those to make a highlight reel for myself. ESL 1, 2, 3. Abigail Allen, nothing on a pizza besides shrimp and fish. Interesting. I don't think I've ever tried a shrimp pizza. But kind of a seafood one, huh? Interesting, interesting. I like it. I mean, I don't know if I like it, but I like the idea. I like that Abigail Allen is working her own road. Right, you love your 512 millisecond ping. Oh gosh, you really do need to send in a postal vote for everything you're going to do when you're on that much ping. Sheesh. Rhino Gaming, pepperoni the best topping, don't at me. Rhino Gaming, I do agree, pepperoni, it varies. I think a lot of time the pepperoni is just kind of okay. I think once you start to get to thicker slices, then it starts to get really sort of tasteable. So I guess it depends what you're used to. I like meatballs on my pizza. Hunter, barbecue meat feast is better than pepperoni. There's certainly a lot more variety there. As I said, I think pepperoni can oftentimes be a bit hard to taste. But yes, Hunter, I too enjoy a variety in my pizza toppings. Sprakin? If you're always reconnecting, I'm afraid I'm not sure. But perhaps Game Loft support will be able to help you. Alright, I think we've got enough for this team battle. Hunter, you play CSGO with 800 ping. What? How can you play with 800 ping? Abigail Allen. Meatballs are just not good on pizza. Abigail. It's not really meatballs as you might be thinking, like in terms of like not like a giant meatball, but like a small meatball I'm talking about. Aldo Vasquez, when you get home after work, you're gonna join the stream. We'll be live for the next hour and a half. So hopefully Aldo will have time. We'll be back on later on. So in about 4.5 hours we'll return for the iOS monthly finals. Striker, using mods to regenerate grenades? I don't think that's possible. Mamdo Ahmed, welcome to the stream. Dev, more people, more lag. I guess that's probably true. We are completely full up. I don't know. From the spectator, we don't seem to be lagging. Do the guys in the game? Are you experiencing lag? Kedri Mohammed, why can't I join my account Android in Windows 10 PC? Unfortunately, the Android, iOS, and PC accounts are all separate, though that will be changing for iOS and Android. They're going to be linked together inextricably. They'll become the same game when the server merge happens. It's going to be a way off, I suspect. Unfortunately, it's been in the works for a while. One of those things that it's always hard to tell how much work something like that is until you actually do it. Ah, Ploppy. Let me check out that clip of me saying something silly. What did I do? What did I do? Thank you for your duck faces. Again. Thank you for your duck faces. Again. Oh, Ploppy. Thank you very much for that. I don't know. Can I save that? I do love that Twitch makes it quite easy to do that. Does that show up as a list of clips? How strange. No, it doesn't show up on a list of clips. I guess maybe Ploppy, it comes up under yours. Flush boom grenade is useful. I don't know what that is, flush boom grenade. Abigail Allen, you have a question. What is it? I like that you've put some preamble before you've actually given your question. to try and build anticipation. So I go back to Ploppy's clip. Do I have to look on Ploppy's profile to see those clips? No. That's strange. But yes, thank you for preserving that bit of history, though I don't know where it's going to be long term, that clip. I don't know if it eventually, maybe eventually it comes through on the main Modern Combat 5 page. It just hasn't done so as of yet, because I feel like we're missing out otherwise. Alright, that game is going to be done. Interesting. Oh yeah, there we go. So, Ploppy, your clips from before do show up on the Modern Combat page, so I think what it must be is that it just hasn't filtered through. Probably, I don't know how Twitch works either, if I'm being totally honest. It's just one of those things that you figure out enough of it to know how to do what you want to do, and then everything else is a mystery. Right, go look at Jack Reacher. Oh, is that one of your friends is playing? Let's see, what was... so Ploppy's my new phone ringtone. What was that one on? Hello? 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 Yeah, that sounds about right. Hello? 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 Yeah, that sounds about right. Hello? That is... Oh, man. The, yes, the hello? Hello? That's... Floppy, I'm so glad you clipped that, because that's so weird. That... I'm going to post that over onto my my own Discord, because that's extremely silly. Brilliant. Shanks, Zomboy, and friends, welcome, welcome. We're getting a good amount of players here. Yes, Hunter. That was the clip in the chat. I'll send it through. Which legendary Ploppy clip before, which was probably one of the silliest things I think I've heard on stream for a long time. It's yes for being silly and me being very tired of it. Abigail Allen, what would your perfect Saturday be like? Abigail, what a great question. I think I'd quite like to do... I think a lot of my friends are kind of claustrophobic for whatever reason. I just happen to have a bunch of friends who've got claustrophobia. But I really like doing I think an escape room in the morning, and then maybe going to see a improv thing in the evening, because I'm a big fan of improv. I think it's wonderful. If you guys have never checked out Whose Line Is It Anyway, I think a lot of you would enjoy it a lot. Spraking, can you join playing livestream? You use your Android cell phone to play MC5? Yes! That's exactly what you should be doing. This one is just Android players. So if you come in and check it out, then you'll absolutely be able to play. Hunter, you're not on my Discord. You left about a month ago because you got destroyed in there. Really? I'm really sorry to hear that, Hunter. That really sucks. Let's get you back in there if we can. Sniper Ranger, welcome to the stream. How's you doing today? We are nearly full on this game. There's only one more space left. We'll check in who are our best players right now. It's Peter and SNSK. 2 people on one account. Dude, Striker, yeah, if you're having some connection issues, definitely get in touch with Game Loss Support. Abigail Allen, you and your friends were at the park yesterday. I think that's a nice way to spend time. Legendary Ploppy, you're missing old Daedalus. I'll let him know. I'm sure he'll be happy to hear that. Abigail, you jumped off the swing in front of your friend. Nice. Smooth moves. You both fell. Ah, is this not what life is about? Doing the silly things that you can remember for at least a few days afterwards. So Dude Striker, the squad battle was broken up until recently, but it's been fixed. So because of reports from you guys in the stream, I passed it along to Gameloft and they got it fixed. It was a server-side issue for them, which means they didn't have to issue a patch to get it working again. It should be up and running right now. Actually, that should be one of the... We should do that one time. We should do some squad battles. Hunter, where is the pizza person at? That's always a good question. Peter and SNSK, 22 and 6, just absolutely ludicrous. Nice grenade toss as well there. So open up some space for SNSK to run on into. Very, very close game though. So we've got one player with 22, but 4 players with 1 or 0 on the team. On the other side, it's a much more even spread. Flopper, you remember just laughing on air because we both are dumb, so we're just making random jokes and laugh. Aww. Hunter, you've got a meme saying Domino's is going to make a bubble tea pizza. Spraken, yes. The passkey is ESL 123. Unos, dos, tres. Ich Nisa. Un, deux, trois. Gosh, 50 to 49. Pretty impressive stuff. And you guys filled up the game as well. So glad we managed to get a chance to show you guys on the stream. Wait, Abigail Allen, do you like pizza or pizza salad? What is a pizza salad, Abigail Allen? I've never come across such a notion. Is that a salad made of the component parts of a pizza? Or is it a pizza which has salad-like components? Okay, you're right, pizza is better than pizza salad. I mean, this is too much to make a decision on at such an early stage. Without even knowing what pizza salad is. Although Vasquez isn't even going to consider the very notion of a pizza salad. Shinsuke, your team was bad. Oh, blaming your team. That's no good. That's no good at all, Shinsuke. That's not how we operate on this stream. We blame only ourselves. And from there, we become the most amazing. Let's have a look up. Pizza salad. Classic Swedish pizza salad. So what is it? It's... It doesn't seem like it has a lot to do with pizza. It's a cabbage salad made with vinegar, vegetable oil, sugar, and salt. I don't know. Apparently it's served in pizza restaurants, and that's why it's called a pizza salad. Row. Legendary Ploppy, what's the definition of a pizza? Oh gosh, I'm not going to get into that again. Abigail Allen, does anyone else put ketchup or ranch on the pizza? I find that works pretty well. Abigail Allen. I think adding extra sauces and things onto a pizza is a great idea. Ploppy, you put ketchup, but it isn't real ketchup, it's chili garlic sauce. Ooh, sounds good. And don't mind my horrible spelling. Well, no one minds your spelling if you taste good. Let's get this next game started. We're on conversion. Let's get going. COD YouTube 1. You've gone across to Call of Duty Mobile. Well, thank you for dropping by the stream once again. Hopefully, we can tempt you into giving MC5 a try once again. I do agree that a lot of attention has been given to the Call of Duty Mobile, and that's why we appreciate you guys so much for coming and joining in with our stream here today. Hunter, you do put ketchup with your pizza. Interesting. I'm curious as to what sauces are the best. I mean, certainly dipping the crust is a time-honored tradition. Ploppy, how about kiwi on pizza? Now you're just out of control. Guys, I'm going to BRB just a second while I grab myself some water. So enjoy the game. We'll just bring the music up for a second, and I'll be back at the end of this game. Alright guys, welcome back. Let's have a check out and see what people were saying during the break. It was probably something weird. Ryder Gaming, whoever puts ketchup in pizza needs to be arrested. Ryder Gaming, you have some extremely strong opinions there, my friend. Dude Striker, no need to get upset by getting lit up. Competitive competition is more fun. I definitely agree. Well, I mean, we're kind of playing sort of semi-casual here. People are playing not necessarily strictly for fun, but there's nothing on the line here, so it's usually you get together with the idea that if there's some kind of prize on the line, then it tends to be that people will, you know, have got a particular reason to take it more seriously. Hot sauce on pizza is good, but not ketchup. Aldo Vasquez, you could be right. I think it's a very different effect. Certainly. Kiwi on pizza. You guys are crazy. I did put cheesecake on pizza once. It was surprisingly good. I think kiwi is good on pizza. Really? Maybe we should try this out. I mean, I imagine it's probably just sweet. You'd be surprised, guys, how good sweet pizza can actually be. Fish on pizza is a no-go for me. So I'd imagine if we're talking about fish, you know, we're talking about things like anchovies on pizza, which are going to be pretty salty. And I think that could be a good offset to the cheese. Abigail Allen, does anyone dip Oreos in milk or chocolate milk? Well, I believe the socially acceptable form is to go for the regular milk. I don't know what it's like with chocolate milk, though. Is passkey your real MC5 username? Hunter, you chugged chocolate milk once. It didn't end well, I must say. Alright, Hunter's headed off to do dinner. Legendary Ploppy, you ate a lot of spicy noodles. I hope you're okay, Legendary Ploppy. Abigail, if you chug something in the next minute you're throwing up, well, that's just great. Legendary Ploppy, anyone into plants and stuff? Ah, it looks like our next discussion is moving on to plants. If any of you guys have got strong opinions about plants, then do let the stream know. Personally speaking, I'm a big fan of taking pictures of plants at least. I don't know a lot about them, has to be said, but I like taking me pictures of flowers and stuff because they look cool. Ploppy, plants are pets. I think that's true to an extent. You certainly have to do a fair amount of taking care of certain plants at least. I think it's maybe a little overbroad to describe them straight as pets, but I know, Ploppy, that you do love to drive discussion, and I appreciate you for that. Piranha plants? Oh, piranha plants. Wait, is piranha plants a thing? Piranha plants? Let's see. I don't know if it's piranha or piranha plants you're talking about there. I don't know if piranha plants is a thing. Oh, from Super Mario Brothers. Shadow 17, the second time the game kicked you from the game. Shadow, I do apologize. It's nothing personnel. The Mario biting things. Yes, Legendary Ploppy, I don't... I'm sort of aware of Mario, but I don't really know the names of the stuff in it. Striker, what did I say before? Yes, piranha plants coming out of sewer pipes and biting yous. They are très ferocious. On to our next game. Ah, yes. Piranha is not something that I think a lot of people have to write down very frequently, so I can understand not being able to spell it. It was a bit tricky to spell. Piranha. I don't know which language that comes from, because it's not like a regular straightforward spelling. Base modes, we have Android ESL today, so unfortunately not. I think there was initially some kind of plan to have Android finals today, but it hasn't really come together, so that will be happening on another weekend. For now, it's just going to be community games. Carlos Andres Camacho will be playing Modern Combat 5 on Android. You can come and join him with the passkey ESL 123 or ESL 123. Ace Wanderer, Sniper Ranger, Ping! All are welcome. We are coming to 45 minutes into the stream, so we've got an hour and 15 left to play. You love orchids? Ah, Legendary Ploppy. They're so diverse and beautiful. Their flowers last for ages. I like it. Shinsuke, Peter and Shinsuke was you. I knew it. Very well played, Shinsuke. Hey, Zeus Wolf. Welcome to the stream. Let's get this next game started on overtime. Abigail Allen, North Korea and Cuba are the only places you can't buy Coca-Cola. Oh, fair enough. Ploppy, some of them are devils in disguise. Wait, some of what are devils in disguise? What are you talking about, Legendary Ploppy? Zeus Wolf, I'm glad to see that you're in a good mood today. ESL 123, come and join. Ping 2.0, Zeldry, Ace Wanderer and Sniper Ranger. Zomboy. Been seeing you playing in today's streams and doing a pretty good job. Legendary Ploppy. Some of them don't have chlorophyll, the poop-making pigment, so they trick other plants and fungi to feed them. This is the orchids, right? Carlos Andres Camacho, you can join in the next game. I'm glad to hear it. So Legendary Ploppy, is that... I seem to remember the phrase vampire orchids. Maybe those are the same things. Or maybe that's something from Dungeons & Dragons, I can't remember. Ace Wanderer taking out Shanks, not too shabby, not too shabby. As Spraykin connects in to make it 3v3. Abigail Allen, the entire world's population can fit inside Los Angeles. That seems questionable. I mean, I guess it depends how you're going to put them in there. Where are you getting these facts from, Abigail Allen? I mean, it sounds sort of slightly believable, but I think it depends on how generous you are with the interpretation of Los Angeles, especially considering that I can't imagine that it's that much free housing there right now. Unless you're just talking about if you stacked everybody up, but that doesn't seem like a good living condition at all. Shanks, who joined in late, is currently leading the scoreboard with 3 and 2. Legendary Ploppy, orchids don't have the sweet nectar that flowers offer in order to attract pollinators. Rather, they look like their mates, so the pollinators go to them in order to get babies and end up pollinating. Ah. How fascinating, Legendary Ploppy. I did not know that orchids had such a unique place in our gardens and in our hearts. I mean, I guess it's one of those things, isn't it? If it works, it works. Abigail Allen, the coldest temperature ever recorded was 144 degrees below 0 Fahrenheit. Gosh. Abigail Allen, where are you getting these facts from? The orchid Legendary Ploppy, the orchid genus Dracula, abbreviated as Drac in horticultural trade, consists of 118 species native to Mexico, Central America, Colombia, Ecuador, and Peru. Are you guys going to the random page on Wikipedia? Because it feels a little bit like that's the case, given that Legendary Ploppy left one of the citation notes in from what they were typing. But I mean, sure, why not? I do enjoy learning about some things. I love to hear more about the coldest day in history. The name Dracula literally means little dragon, an allusion to mythical Count Dracula, a lead character in numerous vampire novels and films. Legendary Ploppy, those two were from the wiki. The rest was from me. It was me the whole time. I knew it. I knew it from the very beginning. Carlos Colombia presents. Carlos, what username are you playing under? Nice job there, Zomboy. You just killed everyone. 5 and 2. Not too bad, not too bad. All I know, Legendary Ploppy, about cold is the coldest my city was -1 degree centigrade. Ploppy, whereabouts are you from? I think you might have said before, but I can't remember. I'm assuming it must be somewhere in South America or somewhere, maybe? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the place is in the world. I guess somewhere near the equator would make sense. It's been a very long time since geography class, I want to say. It's given me the opportunity to learn about things like that. It's kind of weird now that I'm in a profession which does involve a lot of travelling, that geography would have been pretty useful to learn about, as we attempt to slay Ping at 2.0 and their terrifying head. Ploppy, you're from Pakistan in South Asia. Neat. Carlos, you're playing under Euro Rights Reserved Euro Pi. Okay, Carlos, we'll look out for you. You've certainly got quite a distinctive name. Ploppy in the northern hemisphere of South Asia. Nice! Sounds pretty good. What's it like over there, Legendary Ploppy? It sounds like it's a place which has got a good educational system, at least judging it from yourself. Zomboy will get the knockdown on the Ping once again. Zeldry with the follow-up damage, as the shred seems to be extremely popular. I can't actually remember what the skull core is there. Is that something to do with holding on to kill streaks after death? Because They have been using kill streaks in positions I wouldn't have necessarily expected. Floppy, you have a chapter dedicated to this. Wait, a chapter dedicated to what? I'm gonna miss something there. I think so. I ended up moving the conversation on. Hey, it's Hero Gaming Simon. Welcome to the stream. Lovely to see you, Hero Gaming. One of our friends over on Facebook wants a chimkin. Delicious chimkin. I can understand. Though you couldn't find a chicken emoji, instead you used a frog. Oh, Pakistan's geography. I see, I see. Poppy, what can you remember from your chapter of Pakistan geography? Are there any interesting Pakistan facts we can deploy to the stream? If any of you guys are Spanish speaking and you've got any questions, Hero Gaming 7 has generated days and days of time to these streams to make sure that you've got someone who can actually understand the Spanish to answer the questions in a more sensible fashion than perhaps I would otherwise. D-Link Gaming, is it ESL iOS Blue today? Yes, it will be a little bit later on, as we recognise Shanks and Sniper Ranger, both powerful performances. So the upcoming ESL tonight will be iOS Blue Finals October. We've currently got 2 teams checked in, but hopefully we'll get up to the 4 we need to start. So LVG Alaga, Hackoff, Unstoppable, Fish, Unexpected, Xenovia and Old Glory, the winners of the previous competition. We're waiting for them to sign in. I'm expecting Old Glory will show because they played yesterday and they got the win, so I'm certain they'll be looking to get back-to-back victories. Sniper Range, you got bad net all the time. Well, I'd only hope we one day get to see you under perfect circumstances. Floppy, the Indus Valley civilization, the oldest civilization, was in the Pakistani Indian regions. Neat. And Pakistan has the world's only fertile desert. Fascinating, Floppy. What makes something a fertile desert? I've never come across that idea before. I thought the whole thing with the desert was that stuff couldn't grow there. Or at least most stuff couldn't. And Pakistan has the second highest peak, aka K-at? I'm assuming that's not right. So Plobby, thank you for these Pakistan facts. I would have never known. There we go, the K2. Interesting. So do people come to Pakistan to climb this K2? I didn't really... Second... I guess it's one of the things that people don't tend to mention the second most anything. But that's still pretty impressive. I feel like I've heard K2 before. Let's look it up. K2 Mountain. The second highest mountain in the world after Mount Everest. Located on the China-Pakistan border. Neat. Alright, we'll do one more invite, then we'll get begun. Hoorah! Harparka, also known as Thar, is one of the 29 districts of the Sindh province in Pakistan, largest district of Sindh province by land area. Abigail Allen, would you rather give a homeless person $100 or give a homeless dog a home? I very much miss hanging at dogs myself. I know my co-casts are deatless. Unfortunately, has got a fear of dogs, so I don't tend to bring it up on stream very much. But I very much miss hanging dogs, so it's tough. I don't think my lifestyle really allows to have a doggy friend as much as I'd love it to. Ah, so the K2 mountain is super remote. I guess with it being on the border, maybe it's harder to build up into a sort of tourist attraction. That's a shame. You kind of think that you would kind of make it into a thing, but maybe it's one of those ones where it's a bit tricky to get people. You know, if it's a hard to climb mountain, I guess it takes a while for people to get there. Oh, there we go. Deedless saw, legendary Ploppy, Deedless saw your message. We need Deedless in here. And he says, how nice. It's good to feel appreciated. No doubt, no doubt. Pakistan has the world's largest glacier system. What's a glacier system? I've never heard that term before. Thar has a fertile desert, and the livelihood of Thari people depends on rainfall and agriculture. Fascinating. Yeah, Floppy. I always like to try and pass along when someone says something nice about someone else. Deedless is looking forward to being around for the tournament later on, and I'm very much looking forward to you guys coming and seeing that for yourselves. We're going ourselves actually a very, very even free-for-all, as Zomboy is currently tied up. No, I tell a lie, it's Ping. 4-1, just slippy sliding away as we got two more challenges approaching. Me Too and Paragon. Ping able to kneecap. Oh, there we go. That's our friend from Facebook with the quite exceptional name. Is it Erin? Yes, I think it's supposed to be Erin. Erin, welcome to the game, and hey, good job getting your first kill. Let's check back in with score leader Ping at 2.0. Abigail, you're going to be come back for the next stream later tonight. Thank you for dropping by and for your insights on the world of pizza. Have a good afternoon, evening, morning, or night, wherever you might happen to be, and we'll catch you later on. We'll be back in 4 hours' time. So we'll be running this stream for 1 more hour. Then we'll be taking a break for 3 and coming back to end out our weekend of streaming. Dude Striker, thank you for your well wishes for Abigail Allen. Paragon came into this one real late and has managed to break their way up. So, if they'd been here from the beginning, only imagine how far they could be ahead right now, as the impetum is going to give them a little bit of extra movement speed to sidle around the place, but they fall down to Zomboy, who was one of the first connectors and also now in 3rd place. Poppy, Pakistan has the deepest seaport. Interesting. Is the deepness of one seaport a particularly important thing to measure? I guess it means that if you've got like kind of a shallow seaport, presumably some ships can't get in. But I guess there's a certain depth beyond which it doesn't become as useful anymore? I'm not sure. I've never really given it very much thought. But thank you for introducing the idea to my noggin. Paragon. So this is something we're seeing from some of the players, is that they, even when they come into a situation of disadvantage, and they really shouldn't be hanging around because they've already gotten shot, they'll just turn around and absolutely murderize their opponent without even flinching. Hey Gladiator Games, welcome to the stream. How's you doing today? And you guys not aware, Gladiator Games, one of our Spanish language MC5 creators. Lots of great stuff on his channel. Karachi, the largest city of Pakistan, is also one of the largest cities of Asia. Really? Where does it rank in terms of this measurement? Because I'd imagine there's probably going to be a lot of large cities in China, though I don't know China very well at all. Paragon still in the lead for now, as they get the double kill. Woo! That's pretty nasty. If you get that headshot spacing just right, why then the world is your oyster. And you're going to force everybody else to climb up. Gladiator, are you on iOS or Android? I can't remember. Ah, 18th largest in Asia. I feel like saying it's one of the largest cities in Asia when it's the 18th largest is... I don't know, I suppose there's probably quite a lot of cities in Asia, so that's probably still a relatively impressive thing. Your city of Lahore is the 26th largest. Hey, that's pretty good that it's that close on the rankings. I'm impressed. What is it like in Lahore? Is it a growing city? Will it soon become #1? I hope so. And I hope, Legendary Ploppy, you'll become the grand leader that we all need. Alright. Well done to Paragon. Very nicely played. Alright, let's see if we can grab a few more places. Lahore is super big. Hey, neat. The mosque in Islamabad, the Pakistani capital, was once the largest mosque in the world. Floppy. That's a neat fact. I think it's always tough to kind of keep that kind of title for any amount of time. The largest anything in the world, because you really are setting yourself up for someone else to try and one-up you. But hey, I guess that can be not too bad of a thing. Right, what should we do next? Let's go to the construction site. Why don't we? Why don't we? Oh, you were Paragon from over on Facebook. Very nicely played. We appreciate you Facebook guys coming and joining in. It's great to see you, especially when you're displaying such skill as you were right there and then. Hero Gaming Summon, you were too busy doing stuffs. I can understand stuffs and also things, both of which deeply important for the continuation of everything. So construction site will be our next destination. We are into our second hour of Android action. That's only 55 minutes left in. Paragon, you're going to be coming for the next match. I look forward to seeing what you're capable of. Pakistan has got nuclear power. Neat. Steve MC5? What's with this sad face? Did something bad happen? I hope not, Steve MC5. Ping and NASA, welcome, welcome. Let's find you some opponents to get punching with. Hoorah! Hoo-ha! Hoo! We got all of you guys as friends already? I hope so. NASA? Ping? Ace Wanderer! Steve MC5, you got banned counterfeit for nothing. That's awful to hear. Steve MC5, have you talked already to Gameloft support? Hero Gaming, you're still busy, but not so much. Ah, yes. It's always good when a person's busyness is trending in a less busy direction. It means you're getting something done. So I think that's pretty cool. Legendary Ploppy, you can clip that. You can clip whatever you like. What terrible things will you clip next? Hopefully only the best terrible things. Oh, Ace Wanderer is apologising ahead of time. Steve MC5, why can't they help you? It sounds like you might have already talked to them already. Right, Paragon and Ace Wanderer versus Ping 2.0 and NASA. Let's put one more invite out and get ourselves started. Betty White is 98 years old, says Legendary Ploppy. I don't know why that's being brought up right now, but thank you for letting us know. There definitely are certain people who've been around for such a long time, with such a big name, that it's kind of strange when finding out they're still active, especially if people are still active and still performing, if they are performers. The Ambrose guy, where's your buddy today? Dealers unfortunately couldn't make it along today, but he will be back here later on this evening. I will let him know that you were thinking of him, though. So yes, we'll be on the iOS monthly finals at 10 o'clock UK time. That's 4 hours from now. We are in the second hour of our Android community stream, just to make sure you Android guys get a chance to play on stream, because we know that you guys turn up in force to support these streams, and we want to show you guys some appreciation. To put it into perspective, says Legendary Floppy, Pakistan is only 70 years old. Gosh, what was it before it was Pakistan then? Legendary Floppy. Oh, I see. So Floppy, you're saying that Betty White is older than Pakistan is as a country. I did not know that it was that recent. Thank you for the educating. Oh, it was just, Ambrose, it was just part of India before that point. Is that right, Ploppy? Steve MC5, the anti-cheat itself got glitched and banning people who are spamming grenades through the walls. That doesn't sound any good. So what did support say to you? That they can't reverse it? Oh, interesting. So, wait, was Pakistan originally an English colony? That's interesting. If that is the case. I'm not sure if I misunderstood you there. Separated in 1947, huh? Hey, it's Paragon doing a nice job once again. Oh, and let me add that to my notes. Legendary Ploppy, you've got 2 different chapters dedicated to that. Interesting. I know certainly in Britain there was a lot of stuff that England in particular was been involved with, which just wasn't brought up at all. I don't think it's, you know, that you can't talk about it, but it just wasn't taught at all in school when I was at school, which admittedly was quite a while ago. But I don't know if it would have changed. Kind of weird. Ah, Steve MC5, I'm sorry that you haven't been able to get anywhere with the game of support. All I can really suggest is keep trying. It's possible, if you leave it for a little bit, that you might be able to get someone else to talk to who might be a little bit more accommodating. The Ambrose guy, I have done some commentary for ESL in the past, but it's one of those things I need to get some better highlight reels to be able to get more ESL stuff myself. But yes, ESL is a pretty great organisation. Well, the weird thing is, Ploppy, I don't know if there really is an English culture per se, because I think what people might think of as being specifically English is kind of, it's more just kind of a collection of different cultures put together with a kind of a background of what people might sort of traditionally associate with British stuff, with more sort of classical things like you know, afternoon teas and all that kind of stuff. But I don't feel like there's a massively strong British or English cultural identity. I think there definitely is for being Scottish or Irish, but for English, I don't think so, at least as much. Because it's hard, you know, there are a few things you would say which are kind of like, are specifically English, but not many. You know, like certain food items and things, but not like a whole variety of food, you know, like a whole grouping of food is specifically British. It's just kind of, I think it's become just sort of a mix of different things. I don't know. But the Ambrose guy, thank you for your kind words. They're very much appreciated. As we keep our eyes on Paragon here, they are just rolling over everything, respawning back in again. I think they were about to spawn right onto ping at 2.0. Steve, you can always send in a message to moderncombatcommunity@gmail.com, the email address in the bottom of the screen, and that will get through to the community manager. It's worth a go. Legendary Poppy, Romans, Vikings, and all of that influenced lots. Yes, I know that a lot of Britain is based up on who invaded us and colonized us multiple times, so that's why I don't think there's necessarily a particularly strong, specific English identity, at least. And to a lesser extent, I don't know too much about Scottish and Irish, and I know Welsh. You know, Welsh people are certainly very distinctly proud of their cultural identity from the Welsh people I've met, at least. Beef and cow are apparently the same words that came from the Viking times. How fascinating! But yeah, Steve, I do wish you the best luck. Paragon over on Facebook, again, extremely well played. Sin on YouTube, hello, 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 welcome to everything. Alright, we're gonna try for the classic. Actually, let's try for Rush on canals. That's gonna be pretty different. I don't know if people are up for this, but let's give it a try. Floppy, Pakistan and India culture are quite similar. Well, it makes sense if it was the same one. The difference is just religion. Oh, so Ploppy, what's the difference in religion between Pakistan and India? Scorpion Game, hello, you are French. Ah, bonsoir. Bienvenue. Welcome to the stream, Scorpion Game. ESL 1, 2, 3. Come and join our game here today. I don't really speak too much French. I don't know if Reich is still around on the YouTube. If they are, then hopefully they'll be able to translate across anything particularly important. Floppy, if you stand in the walled city of Lahore and the walled city of Arismar, the scent, the colours is all the same. Ah, that feels very poetic, Floppy. How fascinating. So the game is up. We'll see if people want to play Rush on canals. I might be pushing things a little bit too far there. Oh, I see. It's the difference between Hindu and Muslim. Okay. Alright, tell you what, let's switch to perhaps a little bit more of a straightforward map. Let's go for... I don't think I've ever seen a Rush map on the streets. That could be interesting. It takes 2 minutes for Indian and Pakistani children to engage in a conversation. Oh, that's really sweet. Alright, Ping and Ace Wanderer, let's get you some teammates, because Rush, you do need to have some teams. Let's see. Tu connais un peu de français? I think I kind of understand what's being said there. My ability to understand French is a little bit better than it would be for other ones. Do you know any French? It looks like. Not really. I think, yes, the traditional phrase is un petit peu. Un petit peu?
Un petit peu.
Un petit peu. I used to say un petit pois, which is a little pea, which people seem to find very amusing. Hello a todos. Eduardo Megai. How ya doing? We'll try and get one more, and then we'll get this one started. But yes, hola a todos, ¿cómo estás? How ya guys doing? A todos, everyone. Paragon, your net now is good. Sitting on YouTube, your dead counter talks French. Ha ha ha.
Seulement faire semblant.
Seulement faire semblant.
Seulement faire semblant.
Seulement faire semblant. Only pretending. Sinon, you love Translate Creator. It's pretty good, isn't it? C'est le
C'est le meilleur.
C'est le meilleur. Legendary Ploppy, you're feeling all kinds of philosophical now. I like it. Let's see if we can grab one more person to fill out these streets. I don't think I've ever seen a Rush game on the streets. We need just one more. Juste un de plus.
Juste un de plus.
Just un de plus. Just one more. Will it be you? Will it be Soldier 1608? Legendary Ploppy, you need to water your pea plant. Brilliant. Sinon, you are the best. I've had it on good authority. That's the case. Alright, I'll do one more invite. Then let's begin. So in the Rush mode, you only get one life per round. It's played as best of 9, or a little bit more easy to understand is that it's first to 5 round wins. Okay, so we've got a pretty exposed central point. We'll stick with Paragon because they've been doing some pretty nasty stuff. And let's see what they've got for us. What would you guys think about having... So, you guys know how we have the outline of enemy players when they're behind the walls. What would you think about having that outline just on all the time to make it a little bit easier to differentiate people from the backgrounds? Would that be something you guys would think would make it look better, or would it be too obtrusive? As we see Paragon cleaning up for the blue squad there. The Paragon's going to be coming in with the extra boosted health. Let's upgrade the spectator client. There's a little space in the bottom right of the spectator UI actually, which is totally a great place to show the active buffs for the current player. as it looks like the blue team are going to be leaning pretty hard on Paragon once again to absolutely roll over the opposition. 3-0 so far. Paragon yet to taste defeat. Will it even happen this game? Maybe not. Nope, it looks like Paragon just absolutely moiderized absolutely everybody. Well, with that being the case, I suppose, then we'll just have to try a different game mode. Unfortunately, if the teams are unbalanced, it does tend to exacerbate that quite a bit to have it elimination style. So we'll try a different mode. Guys, if there's a particular map or mode that you'd like to see, do let me know, and we'll get it sorted all kinds of out. Oh yeah, oh yeah. GG everybody. Oh, I've never seen that one come up before. ESL 1, 2, 3. Alright, let's go for Museum and Zone Control. Museum and Zone Control. Legendary Ploppy, how about a charity stream? That's a good idea. I will include that. In my list of suggestions. Ploppy, thank you for all of your kind thoughts. Hope to catch you either back here later on, or perhaps next weekend. So we've kind of moved everything forward this weekend, rather than it being Saturday and Sunday. We're kind of doing Friday and Saturday. So I don't know if we'll have anything for you guys tomorrow. I think we might do a quick client restart to clear out the old pipes. Excuse me, guys. We'll be back in just a second. Bobby, thank you for your well wishes. I hope you have a great morning, evening, or night. I'm assuming it must be kind of late in Pakistan. So yeah, no, thank you for dropping by, and hopefully, well, we should be back to Saturday and Sunday from the next weekend onwards. So I definitely don't get used to this idea of it being on Friday and Saturday. Let's see. Okay, get rid of that. Not joining any squads today. Right. So what were we doing? Zone control on the museum. There we go. Zone control, museum. Equals good times. Hey Abigail Allen, welcome back to the stream. We are coming up in our last half hour on Android, so we hope you guys will come and make the most of your opportunity to be live on stream and showing off all of your good stuff to the world. The game is up. We're trying out zone control, and we'll see what you guys make of it. So Abigail Allen, Legendary Ploppy was giving us some education about Pakistan, which apparently used to be part of India until pretty darn recently. So on YouTube, welcome, welcome. And Jonah as well. Let's see if you can find you some buddies to play with. So who's going to join Team Sinon? Who's going to join Jonah Ree? Looks like Sinon is alone for now. So for zone control, we'll again be looking for about 6 players if we can get them, to make sure that the whole zone part of the game doesn't become irrelevant. I'm kind of curious. I don't get the chance to play Squad Battle very much. Is it just team battles in Squad Battle, or are there kind of ones like Capture the Flag, Zone Control, and others as part of that queue? I've never looked too deeply into it. Unknown, welcome, welcome. I think we might just get started with 2 apiece and then go from there. We'll give it just a few more seconds to get some more in, and then we'll get off to the races. Ah. Alright, let's go. Unknown and Sid on YouTube against Jana and Shanks for the memories. So in zone control, the points are lifted up to 100, but if you can get hold of the majority of the points and capture them at little capture zones, then you'll start to tick up that much faster. So you theoretically could win the game without getting a single kill. A little tough to pull off, but anything's possible on this here battlefield. So on YouTube, picking up that first blood. But what are our players doing about the... It looks like we might actually not see people pick up the zones at all. I'm kind of curious to see. I guess zone control could actually work relatively well as a just extended points version of team battle if everybody just has agreed to not control any points at all. I do not think that's the case here though. Sin on YouTube is all by themselves. They need your help. ESL 1, 2, 3. Sinon gets cut down 2 versus 1. Why, that's the maths that doesn't work at all. We need you guys to come in and help. ESL 1, 2, 3. We've only got a little bit time left together here today. I want you guys to make the most of it. Can you take on Shanks and Jonna? Smart play from Sinon on the Blues to try and get the capture, but it's risky as well. With it looks like they neutralize point B, but unfortunately the problem with that is it will attract a lot of attention. Sinon does manage to get 1 hit through, but can't get the second. You can hear the recon aircraft is up in the sky right now. Ricardo Alejandro, welcome to the stream. Jesse Ling, what rifle? So Sinon is using the Cog V, a golden Cog V, for extra swank points, as they consider going after that one captured point B by the red squad, knowing that if they do, they're going to get immediately jumped onto. It's worth noting that Sinon has got themselves the recon aircraft to keep the information about what the other team are doing very current, but if they don't pick up a point or at least neutralize, then they will be in trouble, I suspect, very, very soon. EMP coming down is the perfect chance, but I don't know if they got off the EMP in time. Jesse Ling, I'm afraid I don't know anything about MC6, but do appreciate the interest. Jesse Ling, if there was an MC6, what kind of stuff would you like to see in it? Just a general upgrade? Or something a little bit different?
Enemy taking Alpha.
Personally, Jesse, I'd like to see some of the stuff they put into Mario Kart Versus into MC6, if there was such a thing. I think there's a lot to be said for being able to run along walls and all that kind of stuff. It makes for a very, very dynamic game where you've got much more verticality, much more moving up and down and threading it through the terrain. I see Sinon picking up a kill there. 12 and 8. Sinan doing actually pretty well. Doesn't seem to have spent too much time on capturing points here, so I think they're inevitably going to leave. Jesse Ling, get rid of armor sets and buff pendants. Wait, pendants? Are you talking about the... Well, so the armor cores have kind of taken the individual armor effects and allowed them to be accessible to pretty much anyone. I think that's generally a good thing. Archangel 8411. Hola! Bienvenido. How you doing, Archangel? ESL 123. We'll be trying out a few goofy game modes. It looks like people aren't so much into those. So we'll switch across to team battles and the like for our upcoming games. Sinan at YouTube doing very, very well as a 1 versus 2 player, but without the points captured, there's no way to really win this. I don't think there's even a chance of winning it now were they to capture those points back again. Instead, it looks like just trying to inflate that point score, as already the red team up to nearly 60. It's all about having 1 more point captured than the opposition, and that's what the red team have right now. Hey Shine, how you doing? MC Brits, where can you join? Go to multiplayer, non-ranked, and you can enter in the passkey ESL123 if you're on Android. If you're on iOS, we will be back on that platform a little bit later on today. So I hope you'll come along and join us for that. We'll be showing and showcasing some of the best players and teams on iOS, including previous monthly tournament winners, Old Glory. $500 are on the line. VTI Gaming, can you play? If you're playing on Android, then yes. If you're playing on iOS, then later you can. If you're playing on PC, unfortunately not this week. VTI, I'll show you after this one how to access the game entry menu. You just go to multiplayer, then non-ranked, and then there's a box you can type the passkey in. Jesse Lynn, Call of Duty Mobile needs a story mode. Modern Combat needs to go back to basics. If they team up and dreams will be realised. I don't think that's terribly likely. But I think maybe the general idea behind what you're saying could be... Well, I'm kind of curious. So Jesse Ling, what kind of stuff do you mean when you say going back to basics? Because that's a good phrase, but it's a little vague as to what that's, you know, what kind of things that would be. Red team, I don't think they're going to get quite all the way up to victory, though, with that 1 point secured. There's no real doubt as to who's going to come out on top here ultimately. Alright, yes, there we go. That one's come to an end. Aw, Dealus is really happy when people notice when he's gone. Well, shucks. If you guys have any messages you want to pass along to my co-commentator Dealus, who's having to be away for this particular broadcast, do post them in the chat. I'm sure he would be most glad to receive your well wishes. Right. Let's go back to something a little bit more standard. We'll be going to the construction site. We'll be dropping into a team battle. Oh, let me show you guys how to join. So, multiplayer, non-ranked, and type the passkey in here, ESL123. There you go. That's all you need to do, and then search, and that game will show up. Look for the one created by Counterfeit Cast if there's several, but that should be all you need to join in. VTI Gaming. So we're not playing on PC today, but we will be next week. So keep your eyes peeled for that. We're just on Android today, I'm afraid, VTI. But I hope that you'll come and join us for next week's PC stream. Right, game is up. The time is now. Yeah, VTI, if you give the channel a follow and ring that notification bell, or subscribe on Facebook, then you should get a little notice through when we're streaming, which will tend to be every weekend. Usually, I think it's probably going to be just a couple of times per weekend going forward. but we'll wait for things to settle down. I think there's going to be a few more than usual, with it being the monthly finals for the time being. Shine, your turn. I arrive in the ESL community. Shine, I'm very glad to hear it. Let's get you into game. If you're an Android player, then we want you live on stream. Come and show what you're made of. ESL 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All that good stuff. I'm also very glad to see Gladiator Games taking part. VCI Gaming is you can play on your phone. Yep, if you've got an Android phone, you most likely will be able to play MC5. I don't think it's too demanding, at least in the basic mode. So I hope you guys will come and join. Team Battle, we're waiting for bodies to come in. There we go, Shine. Lovely to see ya. Shine a light. Let's get begun. 2 versus 2, Gladiator Games and Shine YouTube against Shanks and Sinon YouTube. Let's get begun. Yes, VTI Gaming. I think that, I'm not sure, it depends. If your phone's pretty recent, then I'd imagine you should be able to play. Just search for Modern Combat 5 or Blackout, as it's known in some places. The one you're looking for is the one which has got the, I think it's listed as Esports FPS. So guys, we're going to have time for, I'd say like, let's see, we've got about 20 minutes left for the stream. So that's going to be like 2 more games. Yeah, realistically, I think this will be the penultimate game, so one last from the end today. So come in and make the most of it while you can. We've got late arrivals from Pre, the number 3 slot, taking as Gladiator Games, gets a nice pick off, but the score is equalised just for a second. Gladiator 3-0 so far. Very nicely done, as they're hiding within that shipping container, but it turns out the destination is death. Gladiator Games takes down Sinon as well. Unstoppable. Truly outrageous. Joker Unfair. Gonna sneak in. Maybe a reference to that Joker core slot, allowing you to play whatever you please. A very powerful core slot indeed. Gladiator Games up there, takes down Shanks, runs past Joker Unfair. Perhaps a little bit disrespectful there. Soul Master, sup. Welcome to the stream. Joker 3-0 so far. That's nearly all of the blue team's kills on this single player. It's going to go up and round. Just going to miss on that last kill, but Gladiator again running past someone, searching for more. Unfortunately doesn't have too many teammates backing them up to make sure that's a safe strategy to do. I mean, it can work pretty well if you go and if you run past someone and then your teammate is backing you up, then if they turn to face you, they'll get shot in the back by your teammate. If they don't, then they'll get shot in the back by you. As Joker controls that doorway with quite some aplomb. Now up to 6 kills, has that EMP, drops it on the map, and shatters all our skies. Joker 7 kills so far, refuses to get taken down, finds Shine not looking, and puts them to the mat. 1 minute 40 left to play, dead even between the two schemes. A pretty nice scrim, as Joker gets a kill onto Gladiator, of all people. That is the current score leader for the red squad, just ducking away from that grenade. Joker Unfair was waiting, and delivers punishment. 10-0 so far, going up to double digits. Yeah, Soulmaster, what platform are you playing on today? We are on Android right now, we'll be on iOS later on, and PC next week. There's the power of backup. as I think Joker Unfair has now started to take some deaths in this game. 11-2 so far, going down again. The unbeaten streak has suddenly come to an abrupt end, and the blue team is starting to hemorrhage kills, having their star player taken out of the competition for a while. It's going to be crucial as Joker hits one and hits two with the assistance of Sinon. Gladiator Games able to get some revengerizing. Violetta Aceka, how can you join? Use the passkey ESL123. Violetta, are you playing on Android rather than iOS or PC? That's the first step. If you're playing on Android, then use the multiplayer non-ranked and you'll be able to join in with community matches from there. So from the red side of things, it's looking like Gladiator is the current carry, which is kind of surprising. I think MC Brits was a late comer for the blue team, as they haven't picked up many kills as of yet. That's the #1 player. But it's a pretty top-heavy performance from the Blues. They stay ahead thanks to Joker Unfair, living up to their name in as many respects as anyone would care to mention. 2 minutes and change left to play. Oh yes, sorry, I think I might have done some miscounting on the previous one. So I think maybe we'll have time for a couple more games after this. We'll see how it goes. You guys have been showing us some pretty solid MC5 gameplay. Hey Zomboy, welcome back to the chat. I appreciated watching your gameplay live on the stream before. It was a grand old time. Shrine locking down that last kill with a golden Bramson. Well, is it golden? I think it might be just yellow. Imitation golden, let's call it. As 2 more kills come in for the Blues. Eugenia Taylor's Jade X84, you hope they bring it in the shop? Nice. And Zomba, you're coming in for the next match. I'm most glad to hear it. The red team are starting to catch up here. Gladiator Games grabs one more as they are trying to fire up. Nice double kill. Instant recon aircraft. As they take shelter to Gladiator Games. Looking for another kill. Brits hit in the back, getting multiplied up from the recon. Absolutely perfect. Recon aircraft is up in the skies and locked down. Nice double kill there from the blue squad. They've got the airstrike coming in, Sinon. I believe just ordering it, yes. Time has run out, and it means the blue team will be your winners. Zomboy, MC5 trademarks, all rights reserved. I look forward to seeing you back on this battlefield as we'll try and get in as much MC5 as we can. So we've got 13 minutes left. That probably in real terms is working out to be about 1 game. We'll see how it goes. If we get started really quickly, maybe we can fit in another one. Hey, Gladiator Games. That was a tough contest. What were your thoughts on that last team battle, Gladiator? Alright, a free-for-all on Scramble will be our final game of the day, most likely, Sam. So do come and join. Passkey ESL 1, 2, 3. Gladiator Games, your thoughts on the last game were, haha! I think that's a wonderful thought to have about anything. Gladiator, I'm glad you had a good time. Gladiator, have you got any MC5 videos coming out? I think there was some talk of having the upcoming hotfix might have some previews for the content creator program, but it's more. I think the hotfix has some balance changes in it. I don't know if it's the kind of thing that translates terribly well to just kind of a video per se. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Glad it's a game showing a good sports personship? I don't know what the neutral term is that. Alright, let's get started. We've got 5 players to get started with. You guys can come and join in any time you please as well. And Zomboy, we will be keeping a very close eye on you in this match. The returning Zomboy taking it to the field. How will they do though? I hope they do well. Eugenia, today you max out 2 cores. Ah, cool. Congratulations. Which 2 cores was it you were maxing out? As Psych picks up the first 2 kills of this free-for-all, coming for our friend Zomboy. It's starting to seem like Psych is a player to avoid. FYF Dizzy, hello, hello, hello. Use the passkey ESL 123 if you want to come in and join in with today's final game. We are playing on Android. We'll be back through Spectre and Ambusher. Spectre and Ambusher cores. I can't remember. What do the Spectre and Ambusher cores do, Eugenia? I tend to just remember the stuff which gets used by ESL players the most frequently. So I'd be fascinated to hear what that one is entailing. So Psych 7-1 so far. Pretty gnarly. Glice pick up there from Gladiator Games. How are they doing? 4-4, not too shabby. Taking down Sinon as well. It's going around the corner immediately. Picking up Zomboy. Let's check in with Zomboy once they respawn. We want to know how they're doing today. We got 5 players in. ESL 123. You can come and join in. So the reloader and the impetum. As Zomboy can't quite find that last kill through. Has to change targets to Sinon. And that's not what you need when you're at long range. Cog V. The zooming in damage effect is too much to handle. Nice headshotting there as Zomboy goes down once more. Psych still remains in the lead. Sinon on YouTube in hot pursuit as Psych is going to be hunting them specifically. Inside, Zomboy going face to face with Sinon, who grabs that kill. Unstoppable. Finally, Psych will not be denied any longer. Eugenia, Ambusher radar can't touch you, and Spectre makes you almost invisible. Fascinating. Eugenia, have you got, if you're looking for cores which are certainly the ones which seem to be the most popular, Glutton certainly is one to have maxed out, and I would say the Impetum core as well. Both of those seen an awful lot of usage if you're just looking for raw power in your cores. Which, no, sometimes you're not, sometimes there's a specific strategy, but... I don't think I've ever seen someone use the Spectre core. That sounds really cool, though. I'm kind of curious how invisible that makes you. I might try and see if I can find anything on YouTube. I can't find a good gender-neutral way of saying sportsmanship. But yeah, I'm kind of... Oh, that's right, I was going to look up how the Spectre core... Look, I don't know if someone's made a video of... that being... Oh, is the Spectre a sniper-specific core? Because I seem to remember something about that. Let's see, list of armor cores. What have we got here? What have we got? When aiming... Oh, that's right. So it's a sniper-only core. When aiming, you become semi-transparent and reduction of 15% of incoming damage from all sources. Interesting. I don't think I've ever seen someone using that. Krishna, you much prefer Modern Combat versus to Modern Combat 5? I mean, that's perfectly okay as an idea. We're hoping that at some point soon we'll be able to figure out something to get Modern Combat versus onto the channel as well. So Krishna, well, hopefully it will get sorted out. I don't think it's going to be any time soon though. Unfortunately, we had hoped to make some more progress with it, but not yet. Psych, very well played that last game. Alright, we'll try and see if we can sneak another game in before we call this stream to an end. One more game. Let's look at a team battle. Let's go somewhere different. Conversion. ESL 1, 2, 3. Last game of the day on Android. Come and join us, everybody. Hey, Eugenia Telez. We are the Modern Combat channel, so Modern Combat Versus and Modern Combat 5. Everybody comes through here as their port of call, so we'd ask everyone to be cool with each other. Modern Combat Versus fans, Modern Combat 5 fans, they're pretty similar games, let's be honest. Made by different game loss, but I think using a lot of the same kind of stuff. So, you know, let's all be cool with each other. Zomboy and Sinan, welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's find you some more friends for this final game. Invites in the global English language chat. And ESL 123 Pre, welcome, welcome. Let's find one or two more folks to get us started. Hero Gaming Sound. I hope once more to play with you again on these fine battlefields. Alright, let's get started, and then we'll let you guys join in as we go. I mean, personally speaking, when we were talking about cores, I remember the Team Reloader at one point, which is actually, I think, what Pre has got here, which enhances your health crate to take less damage, reload faster, and yeah, it does pretty much rely on you fighting right next to your health crate, but if you do, then it's very, very good. Persian Cyberpunk, hi 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 hi! Welcome to the stream. The K&M family just joined the match now. I'm glad to hear it, K&M family. This is our last game of the day, so if you guys are on Android and you want to show your faces live on stream, then just come and join us with the passkey ESL 123. Nice pickup from King there, as they do get burned down to 4% health, but they're not quite finished up. Persian Cyberpunk, are you AM2000? I think I've forgotten all these names swinging around in my head. It's sometimes hard to remember. Nice pick up there from Pre, as we've got up to 5 players. Persian Cyberpunk or AM2000. What platform are you playing on again? Persian Cyberpunk. Then I hope you'll come and join us, ESL 123. As Sinon cleans up these streets, currently it's King. How appropriate, sitting up at the top of the table with the maximum pointage. We will be back in, let's see, we're coming up on 7, so 3 hours time we shall return for the grand finale of the weekend. We hope you guys will come and check that out on iOS for our monthly funnels, where the teams are fighting for the biggest prizes available in MC5. Persian Cyberpunk, I'm glad to see you're on board. Well, come quickly. There's only very little time left to spend. Let's see. So we're now more than half of the way through. The first month of 2020, a new decade. And I'm wondering how you guys are feeling. How are things going for you guys so far? I hope that everything is well with you. Right, coming down to these last 3 minutes. Sorry about that. Just checking some things up for you guys. Sin on YouTube is up at the top with 10 and 8. Has taken a fair amount of deaths, but will put the king beyond repair and turning into Brits as well. Ray, though, is doing a number on the other side of things. Only 10 kills and a much better KDA, down to 18% health. Takes down Sinon just like that, though. Nice Desert Eagle style action. As they come around the corner, King put down as well. Gosh, this is a, what? This is a tier 4 weapon? I want to say? No, tier 6 maybe? Either way, it's pretty impressive. It's a little hard to tell. We'll find Sin on YouTube, who's still up at the top with so little time left to play. Mundos dos Raps de Animes? I think I can imagine what your YouTube channel's about. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, Liam McIntosh. How's it going today? This is our last game of the day. Sin on YouTube is currently winning this free-for-all ESL 1, 2, 3. Come and see, and you'll be in a world of pure pain. Sinon manages to catch King with a stray bullet. Eugenia Tellez, you have the golden red 34. I really like the red 34. People are kind of starting to come around on that weapon, and I think it's pretty nice. Lucas Bento, hey, how ya doing? Welcome to the stream. We're about to call things for today, but we hope you'll come back later on iOS and join us for that. We'll be seeing plenty more extremely skilled MC5 players once we get to those monthly files. Monthly files that you can only get if you are one of the 8 best performing teams in any given month. Liam McIntosh, is it really good? I like to think so. We're having a grand old time. We've got a lot of mileage out of MC5 over the last years. So yeah. I like to think so. Lucas Spencer, you're very old in MC5. Lucas, how long have you been playing for? I'm curious to see if we've got someone who's been around for a long time. Liam McIntosh, you've got it as well. Ah. Well, congratulations to Sin on YouTube. Again, guys, we'll be back in 3 hours' time for another one of our monthly finals, which will be a very high-stakes competition on iOS. For now, though, that's going to be all we've got time for. If you haven't already, please do follow Modern Combat on whatever platform you're on right now. If you're on YouTube, do give us a like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell to be told about future events. On Facebook, give us a follow as well, and that means you'll get notified when we next go live. If you'd like to see more of myself, including my particular collection of pictures of plants and animals, you can find me at Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch, CounterfeitCast. Thank you again to Hero Gaming Simon for dropping by the stream and for helping out. Eudenis Tellez, Liam McIntosh, Lucas Bento, and everybody else. Again, we'll be back in 3 hours' time for our last stream of the weekend. So no streams this particular Sunday, but we'll try and make sure you guys get your fill of MC5 so you can relax on that last game. And sit on the YouTube, thank you once again. Very well played. And we'll see you guys again a little bit later on.